and happy Video Friday. This is my first blog of 2019 and this book is inspiring the blog. We're not going to talk about the book so much, just a few quotes from it. Book number 15 for me, by the way. Have you met my Fry Guy? I love my Fry Guy. So there's a quote in this book. It's kind of the motto of the heroine. It's don't sweat it, everything is temporary. So this is kind of my pep talk, life talk, even tips for writers who are planning on writing a book and haven't, or have read my work and want to know how I infuse so much emotion into my books. Life is temporary. If you talk to anybody who's in their 80s or 90s and they will talk about life and they'll say that it goes by in a flash, and it does. It goes by that quickly. So kind of taking from another quote in the book is about life being a moment. That life is a moment. It's not a destination. It's not even a journey. Life is a moment. And we're only guaranteed this moment. And I think in the age of social media and on demand and everything is just here in a flash, and we expect everything to be fast and quick and no waiting for anything, it takes us out of truly the moment. That never having to wait is also always keeping us 10 steps ahead, or some people are still worried about what happened yesterday. Another quote from the book, something to do with, I don't remember my own quotes that well, has to do with should have is the most unproductive phrase in the English language, because should have is nothing we can do anything about. You have to let that go. So in my writing life and in my own life, I try to stay in the moment. I stay in the character and where they are at in that book. And I don't plan out my books, and I've mentioned this on other videos before. I don't have an outline of my books usually. I am gonna actually attempt it with a mystery one that I have coming up. But I try to stay in the moment, and I try to let the characters tell their story, because if I am trying to stick to that rigid outline, I feel that my characters aren't coming across as authentic, and that they're a little bit more robotic, and sometimes the emotion is harder to channel. And that's not the case for every writer. There's plenty of writers out there who are making their outlines and they're doing a fabulous job of conveying emotion and bringing readers in. But for you, if you're starting out writing and you're not having success with that, because you have this outline, it could be like me, that you feel stifled, your creativity is being stifled by this outline, and you need to stay in the moment. So in life, the same way, stay in the moment. I get worried about notifications on social media. Did I post? Did I respond? Somebody sent me a message. If I left the notifications on my phone on, my phone would be vibrating all day long, and I would feel this constant need to be on there and respond to people, because everything's in the moment. It's like, do you ever notice, like with instant messaging or texting, and maybe even Facebook is this way, that somebody can send you a message, and the minute you click on the screen, it lets them know that you've seen their message. And for me, I can be getting ready to hop in the car, getting ready to help a child with something or whatever, and maybe I click on something to just quickly read the message, and I try to make a mental note to respond to it later, and sometimes I totally forget. But there's this, you know, the other person who sent you the message, they know that you saw the message. Well, she saw my message. Even my mom was messaging her, well, did you see my message? Did you see my message? And there's this need that we have for instant gratification. I sent you a message, it got there like that, you should respond like that. And it takes us out of the moment, because we're being distracted by everything else. That song, if you can't be with the one you love the one you're with. Well, love the one you're with. I'm very lucky that I work out of my home. I'm usually with my family. I'm clearly with the people I love, but am I truly with them is really the question. And if I'm on my phone and I'm on my computer and I'm giving my attention to everything else all the time, I'm not really with them. I'm not in the moment. I do try to set aside time, like I'm doing now, to be in the moment with you, with my readers, with my friends in the book world. But I need to set these boundaries, and I think we all need to set boundaries to stay in the moment. This is all we get. We're guaranteed the moment we're in. You could die of a heart attack. You could die in a car accident. Awful things happen all the time around us, and we need to stay in the moment and stay present with those that we're with. And this isn't a new concept. There's so many people who are life coaches and inspirational speakers and writers that talk about the importance of being in the moment and being present, and honoring those that you're with. And I think this is what we need to do more often, and we have to be more conscious of it now that we're in the age of technology, where it's easy to not be present with where we're at. Like, I'm here, but I've got my phone, so really I'm all around the world if I have my phone. I can be in any country, messaging, talking to other people. We need to stay more present in the moment. I find that that works in my own life, that I am a happier person, I'm a calmer person when I can stay in the moment in my own life. I'm a better writer when I stay in the moment, when I don't worry what's going to happen 4 chapters out. If I don't really know what's going to happen 4 chapters out, that's okay, because I know that these characters will tell me when I get there where they need to be in this story. And I think that that lends to more authentic dialogue in my stories. Dialogue is kind of my favorite thing to write. The emotions are more raw when I can write and stay in the moment with that character, and I can laugh with them and I can cry with them, and I am living these characters and they're telling me their story, not the other way around. This concept of living in the moment and only having this moment is just, it plays out in not only my professional life as a writer, but it plays out in my personal life. And I need this reminder. We all need this reminder. You know, we're January, everyone's made New Year's resolutions, so we're just kind of in that, you know, yeah, I'm gonna do this, better myself, I'm gonna exercise, I'm doing the keto diet, you know, all this stuff. And that's great, I'm all for self-improvement, but one of the best things you can do to improve yourself is be in the moment, because this is all you have. Good for you if 3 months down the road, you're gonna be down 50, 75 pounds and buns of steel, abs of steel, whatever. But what if you don't make it to that long? You know, what if your world ends in some way between now and then? All you have is this moment. And that doesn't mean that you can't better yourself in this moment. You know, if you have time in this moment to go exercise, go exercise. For me, I try to have a healthy view of food. I've tried to stay away from fad diets and things like that. I do eat a plant-based diet, but that doesn't mean I'm still not eating some junk food sometimes. I try to have a healthier view of food, and I love food and I love to eat, but I try to enjoy each meal, you know, eat slower, appreciate the flavors and the taste, and just kind of have a different mind frame and being, you know, in the moment. How often have you eaten a meal and you've just, maybe you're watching TV or you're on the computer or something and you're eating at the same time, and the next thing you know, you're down 1,000 calories and you just haven't even focused on the fat because you're just shoving it in because you're not in the moment. I make my kids get off their electronics when we do eat. It's that sit down, we're in this moment, let's have a conversation, let's be here with each other in this moment. When you leave your house and you go to your job, that's your moment there. You should give attention to your job. You shouldn't I mean, I know all of us are guilty of being on social media and sneaking texts and all this stuff probably when we work, but you know, you should go to your job and you should give your job their attention. I was a dental hygienist for 10 years and I had to leave my kids to go to my job, and I didn't want to leave my kids, but when I did get to my job, I was present. I was there with my patients. I was there for them and their needs and their concerns, and I was providing the service to them. And I feel like I was good at my job. I feel like that's part of what made me good at my job, is I wanted to be there and present with them, even if this other part of me wanted to be home. When I was there, I allowed myself to want to be there and to be present and be in the moment. So there's my life tip, my writing tip. It's the shot in the arm that you need of positivity, maybe. I put so many words out there with 15 books, and I get so much feedback, and I am so grateful for all the feedback. You inspire me, you help me stay in the moment. And so I just I'm paying it forward. That's what it is. Whenever you can inspire somebody else, it's paying it forward, and I hope that I can inspire you to pay it forward and maybe give some words of encouragement to someone else. Maybe invite somebody for coffee. Start a book club, do something where you're doing this truly face-to-face interaction with some friends, and set your phones down and your computers down and be in the moment with those people, because we only have this moment. That is it for January. I will have Naked Love for you in 2 weeks. I love this story. I'm so excited about Jake and Avery. Yes, it's my favorite rom-com that I've written. So that's what's coming up for you. It will publish in March, but 2 more chapters, probably more than 2 more chapters, the end of this month. Good luck with your New Year's resolutions. Don't beat yourself up if you stumble and fall and you don't stick with them. Be in the moment, be kind, be loving, but be in the moment with the people around you, and be in the moment for yourself too. That moment could be a moment of meditation, a moment of quiet time. Just be in the moment. This is all we have. There's your pep talk for January 2019. Have a good one. Bye.